If you're about to buy any of these cars, stop. Your mechanic already knows which ones are going to drain you. One costs $19,460 to maintain over 10 years. Another lost more than half its value before the loan was up. And 4 come from the same parent company, one that just posted a $26.3 billion loss. Cars are breaking down more right now than they have in 16 years. These 13 are the worst of it. Number 1 is a 6-figure SUV that mechanics say won't reach 100,000 miles. Plus the one car they'd buy with their own money. Let's go. At number 13, the Dodge Hornet. A $33,000 compact SUV that lost 57% of its value in 2 years. KBB puts the depreciation at $24,845 before you've even paid it off. Now, and nobody wants it. 82% of 2024 inventory sat unsold on dealer lots, while the industry average was under 1%. A 428-day supply when a healthy lot moves cars in about 40. Dodge had to recall it for a brake pedal that collapses flat to the floor. No resistance, no brakes. Add a rear-view camera that blacks out, battery cables that catch fire, and 69 technical service bulletins in one model year. 69 on a brand new car. The 5-year cost to own this thing is $65,597, $1,000 a month just to keep it on the road. This is number 13, and it only gets worse from here. First Stellantis car on this list, keep count. Next brand scored dead last in dependability out of every manufacturer sold in America. Number 12, the Volkswagen Atlas. One owner bought a brand new 2025 Atlas SEL Premium, top trim. Oh, and the transmission died after 29 miles. 2 days of ownership. Done. VW recalled them because transmissions weren't sealed at the factory. Fluid leaks out, gear seize, and the car stops moving. Other owners report dashboards lighting up and the car dropping into neutral at 70. Volkswagen finished last in JD Power dependability with 285 problems per 100 vehicles, bottom of 30 brands, and 41% worse than average. Mechanics see these roll in with transmission codes before the first oil change. And the next one recalled almost 650,000 vehicles in a single month. Number 11, the Nissan Rogue. In February 2026, Nissan recalled 642,698 Rogues in a single month. 2 separate recalls at once. The 1.5-liter VC turbo has bearing failures that cause power loss and fire risk, with 690 warranty claims filed. Yes, and this came 6 months after a June 2025 recall covering 480,000 vehicles for the same engine defects. Older Rogues with the CVT were dying between 60,000 and 80,000 miles at 3,500 to 8,000 a pop. Nissan fixed the CVT and swapped it for engine problems instead. Resale drops because rental fleets flood the used market every year. 642,698 recalled in 1 month. Read that again. Next one got a recall so bad Ford told owners to park it and not touch it. Number 10, the Ford Bronco. Ford issued a do not drive recall. Not bring it in when you can, do not drive it. Front lower control arm bolts weren't tightened at the factory. They can detach from the frame and you lose steering. Completely. No warning. 2024 and 2025 Bronco has racked up over 10 recalls covering instrument panel failures, windshield bonding, brake boosters, and seat frame bolts missing from the factory. And the hardtop cracked and peeled in the sun, costing owners $2,000 to $5,000 out of pocket. Sure, the Bronco looks great on a trail, but it scored 37 out of 100 on Consumer Reports and shares the Explorer's 10-speed transmission, which is coming up later. This car is too new for Repair Pal to even rate long-term. That should scare you, not comfort you. Because the one after it holds the lowest reliability rating Consumer Reports has ever given to anything. Number 9, the Chevrolet Blazer EV. Consumer Reports gave this a 19 out of 100, lowest reliability score they've ever recorded. Any vehicle, any category, ever. GM stopped selling it twice. 2 separate stop sale orders in 18 months. Edmunds tested one and logged 23 fault codes in under 2,000 miles. Infotainment crashes, a gauge clusters bricking after updates, heat that won't blow, and charging that gets worse every month. Then, a rear brake recall hit 40,233 units for brakes that either activate on their own or quit entirely. The rear drive motor fails from bad wire insulation, and the door strikers can crack open while you're moving. And it all sits on GM's Ultium platform, same foundation under the Lyriq and Hummer EV. Sure, GM says the software's fixed, but when the foundation has cracks, everything built on it inherits them. And the next one costs $38,000 more than its competition over 5 years. You'd think German engineering means reliability, right? Nope. Number 8. The BMW X5. Over 5 years, the gap between this and a Honda CR-V is $38,000. Same size, same class. Here's where that number comes from. You're looking at $1,166 a year just in repairs. Most cars cost about $652. You'll be in the shop twice as often as the average owner. And there's a 56% chance something major breaks in the first 10 years. Valve cover gasket starts leaking around 60,000 miles. That's $800 to $1,500. Water pump goes between $60,000 and $100,000, another $1,218 to $1,482. 10-year maintenance comes out to $19,459. The X5 loses about 58% of its value in 5 years, roughly $48,000 gone from an $81,000 sticker. Insurance runs $2,185 to $3,363 a year. $38,000 more than a CR-V. Try explaining that to your accountant. If this is saving you money, hit subscribe. I break down ownership costs on every major brand. Drop a comment with which car surprised you the most. Second Stellantis car is next. And the brand behind it might not exist in 3 years. Number 7. The Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. Consumer Reports gave this a 26 out of 100, but the recalls are what got me. 2024 recall pulled 24,000 units for battery fires during charging. 2023 recall covered 67,000 for short circuits that killed the engine while driving, on the highway, in traffic, with your family in the back. Stellantis killed the hybrid for 2026. Chrysler now sells one vehicle with nothing new since 2017. Stellantis posted a $26.3 billion net loss for the year. When the company behind your car loses that kind of money, parts and dealer support start vanishing. Chrysler vehicles depreciate 74% in 5 years. A $40,000 purchase worth barely $10,000 in half a decade. Need a minivan? Then the Sienna costs about the same, and Toyota isn't wondering whether it'll exist next year. The car at number 6 has owners who can't charge it, can't get parts, and can't get rid of it. Number 6. The Volkswagen ID.4. Consumer Reports named this the least reliable vehicle they tested in December 2024. Battery overheating and fire risk recalls. Owners were told to park outside after charging, skip fast charging, and cap the battery at 80%. Some waited months for parts back-ordered from Germany, still making payments on a car they couldn't use. Others gave up and pursued lemon law buybacks. And most independent mechanics can't even service the high-voltage system, so you're locked into the dealer network for a car the dealer can't get parts for. It scored 54 out of 100 on J.D. Power, and EVs depreciate 58.8% over 5 years. Worse than any other powertrain. Stack that on the worst brand dependability score in the industry, and you're watching money leave from both ends. Second Volkswagen on this list. Same story. From here on out, every car has numbers that won't look real. Number 5. The Ford Explorer. Ask any independent mechanic what single transmission they dread seeing roll in. Ford's 10-speed automatic, same one from the Bronco at number 10. The CDF drum bushing shifts out of place, destroys a Teflon seal, and kills it. Hits between 60,000 and 90,000 miles. Some owners saw it happen under 500 miles. Brand new, off the lot. In January 2025, a wrongful death lawsuit was filed after a driver was killed when the transmission shifted on its own. Replacement runs $7,000 to $9,000 at a dealership, more than some people put down on their next car. The 2025 Explorer carries 13 NHTSA recalls on top of all that. Repairs average $732 a year, 28% above the class. Ford set the all-time recall record for any U.S. automaker in 2025. That's not on the window sticker. Next entry covers over 13 million vehicles. Number 4. The Hyundai and Kia Theta 2-engine. If you're shopping used in 2026, this might be the most important entry in this video. Over 13 million vehicles recalled, 3,100 fires, 103 injuries, 1 death, and settlements totaling $3.7 billion. And the cause is insane. Metallic debris from the factory got into the oil and destroyed the bearings from the inside out. Failure hits between 60,000 and 120,000 miles. Out-of-pocket replacement runs $4,500 to $17,700 when warranty claims get denied. Then, the theft crisis. 8.3 million vehicles without engine immobilizers, exploited through a method that went viral. State Farm and Progressive dropped coverage in multiple states. Owners watched insurance jump from $170 a month to $800. I want to be clear, newer models from 2023 on? Fixed. Both brands rank top 5 on RepairPal, $468 to $474 a year. But anything pre-2022 with a Theta 2 under the hood? Walk away. 2 more Stellantis cars, and then the most expensive car to own in America. And I know, the Wrangler has a cult following. But the data doesn't care about your bumper stickers. Number 3, the Jeep Wrangler. RepairPal ranks it 25th out of 26 compact SUVs. $694 a year in repairs, 33% above the class, with a 16% shot at something severe. The death wobble is real. Violent shaking at highway speed through the steering wheel. A Jeep settled a class action and extended the steering damper warranty, but owners call it a band-aid on a broken arm. Some spent over $4,000 on front-end rebuilds that still didn't fix it. Mechanics say the wobble is a design problem, not a parts problem. Cam phaser failures hit around 48,000 miles on the 3.6 V6. And the 4X6E shares the Grand Cherokee's battery fire crisis. Same recall issued 3 separate times for the same defect. Consumer Reports ranks Jeep dead last among every brand they cover. Third, Stellantis car, and I'm still counting. Next one shares the same fire defect, but with bigger numbers. Number 2, the Jeep Grand Cherokee 4XE. That battery fire recall from number 3 started right here. Samsung SDI cells with damaged separators. 19 fires and 3 injuries across 228,221 vehicles. They recalled it, issued a fix, and the fix didn't work. So they recalled it again and again. Owners can't charge their plug-in hybrid, can't park it in the garage, and can't use the feature they paid a premium for. Consumer Reports gave it a 26 out of 100, same score as the Pacifica at number 7. You paid for a plug-in, you can't plug in. Repairs run $666 a year, and a transmission replacement is $4,000 to $6,000. Stellantis killed every single plug-in hybrid it makes for 2026. All of them dead. That's Stellantis number 4 out of 13. I told you to keep count. One car is worse, and it starts at 6 figures. Number 1, the Land Rover Range Rover. The single most expensive vehicle to maintain in America. I had to check this twice. $19,460 over 10 years, according to Consumer Reports. RepairPal gives it a 2.0 out of 5.0 with $1,258 a year in repairs, when the average is $652. You're paying almost double just to keep it running. And 1 in 5 repairs is a big one. The air suspension is the signature money pit. One side fails, you're at $2,835. Both sides pass $6,000. Oil change alone runs $300 to $500 when most cars cost $35 to $75. A 2021 model lost 54% in 3 years, $42,443. Gone. 5-year depreciation runs 64 to 86%. Insurance alone is $5,101 a year. Remember the BMW at number 8? This is worse in every category. Every mechanic says the same thing. $100,000 car that won't make it to 100,000 miles. Sit with that. That's not an SUV. That's a subscription to your mechanic's mortgage. Now, the one car mechanics would buy with their own money. They have the 2025 or 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid. Toyota is number 1 in Consumer Reports for reliability. Not top 5, not top 3. Number 1. RepairPal puts Toyota at $441 a year in repairs, lowest of any full-line brand in the country. Over 40 miles per gallon, starts under $30,000, and holds its value better than almost anything in the class. Insurance is cheap, maintenance is cheaper. It won't hit you with a $6,000 bill at 60,000 miles. Your neighbor won't ask about it in the driveway, won't turn heads in a parking lot. But 5 years from now, while every car on this list is draining someone's bank account, this one's still running. Quietly, reliably. And that's the whole point. Every video I've done on what to buy and what to skip is in the playlist right here. Your next car is a financial decision. Make it a good one.